And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. We've got open-air baseball for you on the show. It's the Boston Red Sox taking on the Seattle Mariners. Dinger alert, Singy. This guy's gone yard more than anyone in the league so far.
Yeah, Boog, I've had this one marked on my calendar all week. He changes games with one swing. Seriously, though, why do they keep pitching to him? It's just a launching pad.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go. Showing the slab in today's game, George Kirby. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch to contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boog, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, Boston, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They can move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Out towards left center. Junior sizes this one up. Hauls it in, and there's one away. All right, let's take a look at the lineup. Batting second, a really important guy for them, Jarren Duran.
Yeah, definitely someone I always enjoy, when I get a chance to watch him, whether he's hitting a game or even taking swings during batting practice. Man, this guy's always so focused on what he's doing on that task at hand. He's got so much attention to detail that when he steps in the box, his success rate is really high.
Jarren Duran at the plate and takes high there. No strike. Next pitch downstairs. Now 2-0.
No strike.
Right back to him on the mound. Slings to first. Now 2 away.
Off-speed pitch, and it looked like he just continued his momentum towards home plate after releasing that. Perfect position to make a play and help himself out.
2 outs, base is empty. Manny Ramirez now at the plate. And that one is lifted in the air. Sizing this one up. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. Middle of the first. No score after a half inning. Back at T-Mobile Park. And today's starter, Tanner Houck. And Singy, that may be his name, but the strikeout is his game.
Well, Boog, I can tell you've been working on that one, but yes, you are right. This guy strike out per 9, over 11. I mean, that's just getting it done. There are a lot of strikeouts in that other lineup, and when you look at what he's able to do, man, it's going to be a fun one to watch today.
Number 53, leading things off and takes a strike. That one the other way. Nice grab. And now we check out the Mariners lineup. Not the highest team batting average for this squad. They're down towards the bottom of the league in total hits, and Singy, because of that, they don't score a ton.
Yeah, and Boog, I'm looking for a little better performance out of them today. I mean, if they're going to be dangerous, if they're going to be able to create scoring opportunities, they're going to have to start making some individual adjustments. A lot of players in this lineup probably aren't happy with how they've hit the ball so far. So today's a chance to get something going.
The wind and the pitch. That's out to center field. Abreu on the move. Nabs it, and there's 2 down.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
Designated hitter, Edgar.
Digging in, Edgar Martinez. This guy is an elite level hitter, especially considering contact and just the ability to hit for average. What you really like, though, stays in against those righties, and that's not so easy as a right-handed batter. And that one clips the corner.
There's some players, for whatever reasons, they seem to just face a slew of right-handed pitchers, and their comfort level increased so much that they'd actually prefer to face that same side thrower in a tough situation.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Mariners go down quietly there. We played an inning, no score. And we're back. Here's some real power at the plate. David Ortiz. Kirby back to work. Ripped, but it curls foul. Yeah, most guys struggle against the same side, whether it's left on left or right on right, and this guy's an exception. And that one fouled off. Swing and a ground ball, and that chance handled. Tosses to first, 1 up, 1 down.
That is it. The first baseman, Rafael Devers.
Rafael Devers up to hit. Chris, he's definitely going to finish the year with a new career high in homers. We just don't know how many he's going to hit quite yet. First pitch misses.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
So 2 balls and no strikes.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
Here's the third baseman. Went deep in the ball game last night. And a foul ball. Kirby in his 4th year, 27 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2019. Second inning here, no score. Next offering is fouled back. Squirts away a little bit. Just missed.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Devers, the base runner at first with 1 out.
That fastball at the bottom of the zone can be very effective. Just got to keep it on the corners.
swing and a high fly ball, well struck back there, and that one is going to go. Home run number 40 on the year. It's 2-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
So 1 out, nobody on. And stepping in for Boston, Wilyer Abreu.
Seems like he's making contact with everything lately. Owns a 10-game hitting streak right now, and this is where it starts to get fun.
In position. 2 down.
Batting 8, the shortstop, number 10.
2 down, base is empty. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. And that one pulled foul.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
Nice grab on the run. And that is that. 2 runs for Boston on the home run. And it's 2-zip. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Bottom half of inning number 2. And now it's the cleanup hit for the Mariners.
Yeah.
Ken Griffey Jr.
Griffey Jr.
Griffey was an instant sensation when he burst onto the major league scene back in 1989. A sweet swinging 19-year-old kid, and he got to play alongside his dad. He was a special player.
And in his rookie year, it was already clear that Ken Griffey Jr. was a generational talent, a bona fide 5-tool player, and every one of those 5 tools was elite. That term 5-tool guy gets thrown around lightly sometimes, but with Junior, it applies 100%. There's nothing this guy couldn't do on the diamond.
Cut on and miss, struck him out. 1 out.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
And now for Seattle, Dave Kingman. Swinging a foul straight back. That one hit to right. Durant drops steps, heads back on it, and makes the grab. And there's 2 away.
Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
Brett Boone digs in now, looking for better results than last night. He went 0 for 4. That catches the zone for a strike. It's 0-1. 2 outs, base is empty. Next pitch is outside.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
2 down, nobody on. And they'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Good job to fight that one off. 2 outs. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. 2-2 down. Fights it off. He'll see another. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that's ball 3.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if His run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Got him. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nobody left for Seattle. They trail things here 2-0. All set for the start of the inning. And now it's the catcher for the Red Sox, Masataka Yoshida. And that misses. 1-0. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. And the leadoff man aboard. So the batting order turns over. Now here's the Red Sox leadoff hitter. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. And they add to the lead. It's 4-0. He ambushed him right there, Siggy.
Yeah, swinging on that first pitch, and I think losing one over the fence is exactly what he had in mind as well. Oh, Boog, clearly some frustration out there on the mound right now. I mean, that ball was so close to going foul. Would have been a long strike, but instead, batter gets rewarded. Did a nice job of getting to the pitch and hitting it hard enough to get over the fence.
Now batting Jarren Duran. Grounded out his first time. Swing and a line drive. Base hit out of the center field.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Ramirez.
Manny Ramirez, the next to hit. He's 0 for 1. Runner on the goal. Pitching for a strike. Throw, save.
Well, I'm sure that steal will raise a couple of eyebrows because of this big lead, but I think it's more respect for their opponent, knowing that they've got to continue to add on if they're going to win this game. Don't take it as an offense. Take it as a sign of respect.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Check swing. Now we'll look down to first. Didn't go. This one in the air. Moore makes the catch for the out. And there's one down.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
And now David Ortiz. Grounded out his first time up. Foul ball there.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
1 out and a runner at second. Swing and a drive deep right field. That's back. Say goodbye to that one. It's their second home run of the inning. It's 6-0. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. High velocity up and in is just such a difficult location for the hitter, but this time he pulls the hands tight to the body, gets through this pitch. What conviction in that swing. Awesome job at the plate.
And here comes the Mariners manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. George Kirby done for the night, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this.
Now pitching for
Bryce Miller into the game.
His first test will be from the left side, and that's been a struggle for him this season. They've been seeing him pretty well and doing some damage against him.
One down, and here is Devers. And first offering is fouled off. Line drive, caught.
Quick reactions down there at first, and those can be tougher than they look sometimes. There can be all kinds of weird spin or knuckling action on the baseball.
Now the third baseman. He's already homered in this game. And there's a foul ball. That one not close. Ball one. Fought off foul. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And that one missing low. 4 runs already in the frame here in the second game of the series. Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. So a man at first. Wilyer Abreu up next for the Red Sox. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
Nope, that's away.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
2 outs. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That one's back there onto the track, and he makes the catch. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. The lead has exploded to a half dozen. It's Major League Baseball on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. And here's the catcher, Cal Raleigh.
You know, Raleigh made history in 2023. He had a game with 2 home runs and 6 RBIs, becoming the first catcher in Mariners history to do that.
And ball one.
Speaking of dingers, he's the second fastest to 50 home runs in Seattle history. Only A-Rod needed fewer games.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of his zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
1 out, bases empty. And that one fouled off. One down, bases empty. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
J.P. Crawford now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. The 1-1 is fouled off. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Sets him down looking. And he strikes out the side for the third time today. 9 straight retired here to start the game. It's the Red Sox 6 and the Mariners nothing. Back in Seattle, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton and set to lead off the fourth, number 10. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. On his way over, brings it in. And there's one down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
In the air, left field, down the line, and it's out of play, a foul ball. On the ground, right side. Throws to first in time.
The batter, number 22.
So the lineup flips over. Standing in is the power hitting second baseman. He's already homered here in this one. First pitch doesn't find the zone. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. And it's fouled away.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
Oh, look at the stop to first. And that's a nice play to end the inning. Nothing doing for Boston. They lead it, though, 6-0. Back at T-Mobile Park. And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder, number 53. This is a guy you got to keep an eye on when he digs in. Definitely been known to drop a drag bunt from time to time. And he's pretty good at it, Chris.
Yeah, and he creates a sense of urgency for the defense because of the speed, because of the ability to put down that bunt.
And another ball. Now you see even sluggers from time to time try and use the bunt really as a way to beat the shift. And that one finds its way through. And a good start to the inning.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done.
Moore stands in now and watches strike 1. And strike 2. Nobody out, runner at first.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind him. This is where they need to get going. Been a pretty rough start to this series for him at the plate. 3 strikeouts in the first game yesterday. Another one right there. They've clearly got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
Martinez, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 0-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Junior takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. The M's with a lot of ground to make up. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And a foul ball. Swung on, belted. Going back. It has the distance, gone. That one felt good. His 17th of the year. It's 6-2. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself. At bat after at bat, he's that confident. He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrist to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
Next to hit, Dave Kingman. Swing and a pop-up. Foul out of play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Yeah, there's the strike. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. 2 down, nobody on. That one drifts inside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Ramirez has this one sized up, and it looks like trouble. And that's a double.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
Brett Boone up next for the Mariners. Struck out looking at his first at bat. And there's a strike. Close one, doesn't get the call, and it's 1-1. Runner at second, 2 down. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. On the ground, he gets there with the slide, fires to first, and that's a great play for the out. 2 come in on this Seattle homer. It's now 6-2. You're dialed into the show. And we're back. Now here is Jarren Duran. Duran, in his 4th year, 28 years old, and he's a former All-Star Game MVP. He was late there, strike 1. Some activity in the Mariners bullpen. Taylor Saucedo getting ready to go. Santos, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. That's hard hit on the line. That's a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
The left fielder, number 24.
So digging in, Manny Ramirez. Check on the runner. Duran dives back in safely. Runner on the go. Strike in there. Go to second. Save. That's 20 stolen bases for him this season. That was close, but StatCast shows us why he so often seems to be on the safe side of these steal attempts, Chris.
Yeah, you see that plus speed, and he needed every last bit of it to swipe that bag. Such a threat on the bases.
That smash towards center. Makes the grab on the run. And there's one away.
That was just a great jump and route to the ball. Well, it had to be. If he was going to cover all that ground and bring in that sinking liner, that's the way it had to be done. Nice job.
David Ortiz will hit next. He's been a great free agent sign. Outside low. And that is ball 1. Ripped on a line. And there's 2 down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Here's Rafael Devers. That one to first. Moore. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. One left for the Red Sox. They lead it 6-2. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the power hitting catcher, Cal Raleigh. Houck back to work. Went with the sweeper, but it misses.
Well, these Mariners, from what we've seen, I think it's fair to wonder if they've been too patient at the plate. They've found themselves behind in the count quite a bit. They're trying to be patient, but it's mostly resulting in outs, not base runners. And you could argue it's making things more difficult at the plate.
The batter now, Jorge Polanco. Struck out swinging his first time. Tap foul at the plate. Houck winds and deals. Swing and high fly ball hit the air left center field. This one's got a chance. It's a ball. Jorge Polanco goes deep. It's his 6th home run of the season, and they inch closer. It's 6-3. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
And stepping in for the Mariners, J.P. Crawford. And foul ball. He swings and fouls one off. Down on strikes, looking for the 2nd straight plate appearance.
Now batting, number 53.
And now the right fielder, 1 for 2. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
That misses the zone, and that's ball 1.
Ball. 2-1.
Next offering is fouled back. Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. Fires to first on the run, and very nicely done for the out. 1 run closer for Seattle after this solo shot. And they've doubled up now. It's 6-3. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back in Seattle, top of the 6th inning. Joe stepping in for Boston. Number 55. And there's a ball.
That's a ball.
Pop foul out of play off to the right. The 1-1. Swinging a foul straight back. The 1-2. That one missed.
2 strike.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
Three balls, 2 strikes.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Man at first, Wilyer Abreu. Up next for the Red Sox. 0 for 2 in this one. Check swing, called strike.
0-1.
In the air, center field. Junior hauls it in for the out. And there's one down.
Now batting, number 10.
Now it's the shortstop. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. The shortstop takes the ball.
1-0.
Rips one to right. Puts it away for the out. And now it's going to be Masataka Yoshida. Swing and a line drive ripped right center field. Junior makes the play, and that is that. So no runs, no base hits, no errors, and one left. 2-3-4 due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Red Sox 6 and the Mariners 3. Back at T-Mobile Park, here's Dylan Moore.
Mariners, the first baseman, Dylan Moore.
There's the strike. Oh, 0-2 now as he swings through it.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days, but I tell you what, he's got a good one.
Swing and a bouncer towards third. Whips it to first on the run. Nicely done for the out.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Edgar Martinez.
Edgar Martinez up next for the Mariners. In there at the knees. 0-1. The Mariners trailing by 3 here in the bottom of the 6th. And that's in there for a strike, and quickly nothing at 2. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. In plenty of time to first, and Martinez is out.
Now batting, center fielder, Ken Griffey.
2 outs, base is empty.
Junior.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Ken Griffey Jr. He's one of the best players in the game. First pitch misses.
1 ball, no strike.
Ripped on the ground to second. Fires over to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Mariners go down quietly there, and they're still doubled up. It's 6-3.
Now pitching for
Gregory
the Mariners,
Santos taking over
number
on the mound. He last pitched 2 days ago.
Gregory Santos.
Now it's the second
Leading off
baseman.
the Red Sox,
Not your
the second
prototypical
baseman,
leadoff
number
guy. Gets on
22.
base, yes, but also some power. That one ripped left field. And no one can get there. Around first and hustling for second. The relay throw. Not in time. That's a leadoff double. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Jarren Duran now at the plate. That one is absolutely belted. Going, gone. And they boost their lead. It's 8-3. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish.
So, Singy, this is a little bit of a surprise. A guy known for line drives hits one over the fence.
Well, if you're a little too early, you'll get some elevation in the ball, get out of the ballpark. For him, it's kind of a mistake. But you know what? When you have such a good approach, every now and then you're going to run into one.
So up next, Manny Ramirez. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
Heart of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
And that is out of play. Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame here in the top half of inning number 7. Next offering misses down and away. Action in the bullpen for Seattle. Taylor Saucedo getting loose out there. Snyder also getting ready. That misses, and it's 2-2. And that one missing low. Goes down looking.
Boog, he was shopping at the buckle right there, the way that slider made him look. That was just nasty.
Here now the Red Sox DH, David Ortiz. And first offering is fouled off.
His eyes got big. He saw that changeup way out in front. Better to pull it than to get jammed on something off speed like that.
Ball one there.
1-2.
On the ground right side. Whips it to Moore. That's out number 2.
Up next for the Red Sox, the first baseman, Rafael Devers.
And it's Rafael Devers in the box. 1 for 3. That one's in there, 0-1.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at-bat to hit.
Just missed.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it, so that's a good take by him.
This one chopped to first. And that is the inning. 2 runs for Boston on the home run. It's now 8-3. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far.
Dave Kingman.
That one ripped, but foul. That's in there. 0-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. On the ground, right side. And that one handled. Whips it to first. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
Up next for the Mariners, the second baseman, Brett Boone.
And up next for Seattle, Brett Boone. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. The Red Sox leading by 5 here at the bottom of the 7th. That's inside. The 1-1 is fouled off. One down, base is empty. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Gets a piece and stays alive. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Well, having such a tough time putting him away. 6 foul balls in a row. Man, what a battle.
Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Durant pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. 2 down, base is empty. Here's the catcher, Cal Raleigh. He is at the top of the game in terms of defense at the catching spot. Ball 1, no strikes.
It's so impressive because these guys have to do so much study and preparation for their pitchers, for opposing hitters, and really their #1 job is to guide that staff through a ball game. And so when you also can turn it up offensively and be a force there, that is a win-win, every manager's dream.
Next to hit, Jorge Polanco. That's in for a strike.
Now just about to hit that century mark, 100 pitches for this game.
Smash to the left side. They get the force, and that's the 3rd out. Starting to run out of outs as they're unable to chip away. 8th inning coming up. Red Sox 8 and the Mariners 3.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the Mariners.
back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th.
60.
Taylor Saucedo.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
The third baseman, number 55.
That one fouled off. The 0-1. And he can't come up with it. Still manages a throw, and they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay. And next for the Red Sox, Wilyer Abreu. And a little something extra at stake in this at-bat as he's hitless so far with his hitting streak in jeopardy. Pulls that one foul. Saucedo, a 6'4" lefty, 31 years old, and he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in Hawaii. That one ripped. Raging back towards the wall. Up against the wall and brings it in.
Now batter, number 10.
And the batter will be the shortstop. 0 for 3 in this one. That missed by a lot. And that's ball 1. Action in the pen down there. Gabe Spire, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that
One ball,
time.
one
Wow,
strike.
no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Handles, throws to first, and that is that. Red Sox go down 1-2-3, but they lead at 8-3. And we're back. And
Leading
now the
up
shortstop,
for the Mariners,
J.P. Crawford.
The shortstop, J.P.
Howe back to work.
Crawford.
And there's a strike. Howe still out there to pitch the 8th and working with a big lead.
He's been excellent, really on his game in this one. And at this point, he wants to finish what he started.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Is there a debate to be had about shutting him down, maybe to preserve some bullets given the score?
Absolutely. When you consider over the course of a long season, guys putting a lot of stress on that elbow, on that shoulder, but you also have to pry the ball out of a hand of
Now
a guy
batting,
like this because he's so
53.
competitive.
Here's the Mariners leadoff man. On the ground, right side, and that chance handled. Over to first. 2 up, 2 down.
The first baseman, number 25, Dylan Moore.
2 outs, base is empty. Dylan Moore up next for the Mariners. And that's off the outside edge. Ball 1. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. That one finds the zone, and the count 1-1. In the air, left field. Ramirez makes the play. That is the inning.
Pitching for the
New
Mariners,
pitcher for the Mariners, Gabe Spire.
number 55.
Well, he's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
The catcher,
And now the catcher comes up to hit.
Yoshida.
Masataka Yoshida. And first offering is fouled off. Foul ball. And the pitch is outside. Ball 1.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And that's downstairs and outside.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Fastball is outside. Headed down the line. Kingman sizes this one up. Has room, and he makes the catch.
The batter, number 22.
Now here's the Red Sox leadoff hitter. This is a true 5-tool guy. Not very many of them out there, but when he's on the field, you can't take your eye off of him. And that's downstairs. Ball 1.
Fans come to the ballpark to watch him play. And in baseball, to have such a talented player going out there every day and putting on the show that he does, just a joy to watch.
Bounce to third. Polanco. Safe. And that's his third hit. Jarren Duran up next for the Red Sox. Swing and a ball line to center. drills it in on the run. Out number 2.
Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time, as that was a hard-hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
Manny Ramirez up next for the Red Sox. And a foul ball. Now 1-1. That one is upstairs.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
That one fouled off. 2-2. Out to center. Junior makes the catch, and that is that. Bottom of the ninth. Now it's the DH, Edgar Martinez.
Edgar.
Cutter Crawford on the pitch here.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
And the first offering a fastball for a strike. They say it went.
0-2.
And a swing and a line drive at a right field. One away.
Now batting, the center fielder,
Ken Griffey Jr. up next for the Mariners.
Junior.
You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. Junior checks his swing, appeal to third, and that's a swing according to umpire Ed Drummond. Out to short. Jump throw, and he beats the throw. Shows off the wheels right there, an infield single.
The effort was there with the jump throw. You gotta love it, but it just wasn't in time. Still a really impressive play just to get to that ball and make it close at first. And not every shortstop could even make that play.
Now Dave Kingman. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-1. And you played behind guys, and they love having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them. Swings through it for the K. Now only one out remaining.
Boog, if you can set up a good two-strike splitter with the fastball on the previous pitch, it's going to be so tough to recognize and adjust your swing to get a piece of it. Clearly had him reaching for it right there.
Boom. In the box now. No balls and a strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
Next offering is fouled back.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting wise, you can struggle.
Hit to right, and that should do it. And he'll put it away. Ball game. And the Red Sox add another to their winning streak.
Another day, another win. I really think this team has forgotten how to lose a ball game. It's been so long since they've lost. I really don't know what else to say. They're just a can't miss ball club right now.